Well, let's see what we got here. I'm not too sure about this one here. This is oof. All right, so we got some. These are floor joists that are already engineered. Oh yeah, I'm not a fan. All this insulation should be, you can see, that's your subfloor right there. All this insulation should be right up to the subfloor. A lot of these snakes get up in here, chipmunks, mice, you name it. And they do this number. You can see all the poop, pee. And here's our system right here. Check this out. Nasty. Oh man. Good brand. Look how they support these underneath. No plastic underneath this here either. This just gets really nasty. This Crawlspace take a beating. Thank you guys for coming to my channel, keeping me company in these Crawlspaces while I do my inspection. I truly appreciate that. Keeps me company. Somebody to talk to. Know it's kind of like I'm talking to myself, but I know some of you guys are watching. At least some of you are. But oof, look at these spider webs, man. I gotta get them off my hair. Every time I get a haircut, trim my hair back real short, man, I can feel every spider web. Got our crickets here. Say what's up to our crickets. Oof. They're just hopping around. Hey, buddy. Do catch myself talking to them sometimes. All right, so it's what are we? First week of October. Still pretty humid outside. Not bad. Actually, the weather has been good. But look what the contractor did here. They ran this beam right across, right here. See that? But they covered half the vent. Why would they do that? What would you guys do? Would this be acceptable to you? Because it's not for me. These crawl spaces don't even get enough ventilation to begin with. They're going to go ahead and run a beam across it. Same thing over there. Got a black widow chilling out right there. Leave it alone. Man. So this is definitely yeah, Black Widow got himself a beetle. This is one of those crawl spaces where you have no idea what you're gonna find. Just the lack of ventilation down here. Crawl space. Insulation down. These people haven't done anything to keep everything. If you catch me talking and kind of stopping every now and then, that's because I've got spider webs in my face, in my hair. But To keep you guys entertained, I just keep moving the camera around. Look at this disaster over here. Look at this. This Crawlspace. This house isn't old. It's got to be 20 years old. The insulation falling down everywhere. Look, these are the wires they use to hold this up, the insulation. The problem with it, with these kind of floor joists, is if, let me show you one. If you put this wire up, you see, the insulation would have to be up against this floor. So this wire, man, it just doesn't work. It can't work for this type of insulation with this type of flooring. These floor joists, these engineers, there's just no meat to grab these wires. Well, if you got like a 2x10, 2x12, 2x8, whatever the case may be, yeah, you got plenty of meat to use these kind of hangers. But that ain't gonna work with these guys. Every time I come to a house with this kind of flooring, this is what you see. Insulation everywhere. On top of that, the critters getting down here, messing around. And then you've got the moisture. Man, this builder here, I'll tell you what. He put up these boards. I don't know. I don't even know if those are foundation joists. I'm guessing they are. Look at this mess. This Crawlspace is not too good. This insulation's black. Look at the fungus and mildew on these joists. Nasty, nasty, nasty. It doesn't fail. I just pull out my camera every once in a while. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take some video. Got some time to mess around. And I really don't know. These crickets all over the place. I really don't know what I'm about to get into. Obviously, I haven't made a run at this place yet because of the spider webs. Look at that. Another ventilation, another vent sealed off with that joist. That's not good, man. You are not allowing, like I said, any airflow down here. Piece of wood. You can tell that during periods of rain. Looks like a little rain gets in here. This is actually the back of the house wall. Whew. All right, I'm gonna have to fix my camera. There are just a ton of spider webs here. I'm trying to find the best route to take. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to get up underneath this pipe here. If any of you guys do not like tight spaces, don't attempt this. Especially with spider webs everywhere. This job is not for you. How about you guys just sit down on your couch or wherever you're watching this And you can critique this from your phone or your computer. You go ahead and critique the work these guys do. Basically, that's what these videos are about. When I say Crawlspace encounters, I mean, I don't know what I'm about to encounter. Definitely not talking about UFOs. That'd be cool though. But, no, just basically, we are looking for, I can use this PVC right here to clean up some of these webs. Looking for any flaws, man. Look at all this. This is all bad. So they leave wood debris down here. A lot of times termites find that. Then they find their way into the house. Goodness. This one's like a cave. Let me find a spot where I can chill. While I'm positioning myself, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Look a brother up. We had some really good momentum there for a while. You guys checking out the videos, I appreciate your support. Look at this copper line right here. Man, that thing's gonna bust. Let's get some of this out of the way. Well, that's a black widow. See that? And you have birds. They made a hole right into that beam right there. See, there's no vents over here at all. No vents at all, man. I mean, it feels like a cave, and it just smells. Phew. Nasty. It smells like animal, like mildew. Look at my suit. It'll be a mess. At least with some plastic down on the ground, a vapor barrier of some kind. Even if they're low, you don't have to make a big mess of yourself. Yeah, they just pieced that board in right there. Instead of running a continuous board. Not a really long span that they couldn't do that. When you just see little things like that, they do bother me, even though it is a double and they ran a full one on the other side. It just looks like framers just trying to make use of the equipment. I mean, the lumber and all that. And I mean, I've done that before. Look at all this jazz. See all these electrical outlets. Just get all rusty. These holes going into the house. How the critters are getting in the home. Look at this pipe right here. You know that thing is about to take a dump eventually. You know what? Sometimes I wish I could make these videos a lot more entertaining. Maybe crack some more jokes or something. But I am actually too busy right now trying to keep the spider webs off the camera, off my face. You can see I got a Flashlight in one hand and a camera in the other. Here's another vent right there. Covered. That is so stupid. Now, the question you ask is why? I mean, why? Why even bother putting a vent there? Just, you know what? If you're gonna do that, just go ahead and seal it all off, and make it an encapsulated home right off the rip. But they're not gonna do that. Look at that. That was eaten. That was definitely eaten. That was eaten by termites there. You can tell some of it's, wood rot. Yep, and another sign right here is an old termite mud tube right here. Doesn't look like it's active. Nope. Sometimes termites get up, they start making a mud tube, and the queen tells them, hey, go check somewhere else. Right, buddy? Yep. He says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, it's not easy. Crawlspace life is not easy. See, these guys are blind. See his antennas? He's feeling out he knows I'm here, obviously, but he's not afraid of me. I definitely, I appreciate all the insects and I find down here. Obviously, the black widows can take a hike. Anything that's gonna do me some harm, don't want anything to do with them. Don't feel like getting some shots or anti-venom. Another vent. Why? You guys, tell me in the comments. Let me know. Why did they do this? Is it because they didn't want to go up another block, raise the house up a little higher, and they didn't want to drop the vents a little lower? What do you think was the logic behind this contractor? Was it the masons who didn't cut out the vents in the right place, and they just continued to work? Nobody said anything. Was it the framers? I mean, it all starts with the masons. We all know that. Well, it all starts also with the superintendent in charge of the project. He comes by and sees that the masons did something wrong. You might want to correct that right there before anybody else moves in to build. Another corner right here. I can feel the humidity. Wow. Now there's a vent, one vent. So we probably have maybe 4 or 5 vents in this whole crawl space that's actually functionable. And a bunch of half vents. Nowhere near the ventilation. There's a termite mud tube right there. If you guys saw my last video with the termites, you see how bad termites get over here. Yeah, look at that. Termites. So let's pull out some of this wood, some of this dirt. And this is particle board. This is actually a piece of the subflooring from when they framed. They just left pieces of subflooring down, cutoffs, exposed to the soil. Termites are just wandering around, decide to pop their head and be like, hey man, got ourselves a little snack. And then they start to explore just like that. Before you know it, that'll go all the way up, because they are very persistent. Work their way up into the main structure, and then you got a problem, a major problem. These guys don't mess around. If I come out here next year, I guarantee you that mud tube will be all the way up and already into the structure. And another pressed board. It's got plenty of glue on it, but there's wood. They'll eat all the wood chips off of it. Get high on the glue. A lot of reasons for termites to attack that piece of wood right there. See, these are all branches. Yeah. All these little branches. So when these builders are done building these houses, they come in and throw this black plastic over it. 6 mil plastic comes in clear and black. I see companies go in there with clear plastic so that the homeowners can actually see that everything underneath it has been cleaned out. But for the most part, black plastic covers a lot of stuff. Excuse me. Sorry about the sound effects. Oh my god, I got some spider webs. Hold on. What a mess. Look at this. This is no way to maintain your home. Look, if you can't get in these places, hire somebody. Build a relationship with your HVAC guy, your plumber, termite companies. If you have a termite bond on the house, go out of your way to be super cool. Offer them refreshments. Give them a little tip. You know, say, hey, do me a favor, man. Check out my Crawlspace for me. Build a reputation with them. This way, when you call, they're like, hey, I remember that guy or that woman. Man, she's always dropping me at least $10-$20. You know, or buys me lunch, or gives me something to drink. So they all want to come out to the house, and they'll hook you up and give you a rundown of this place. But you can tell there is no rundown here. They got a piece of wood holding up the HVAC system. And just think about when the termites find that piece of wood. That's a nice hunk of meat right there. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this one. Some of you guys and gals definitely sound like you know your stuff. Every time I move this insulation around, I always think there's gonna be a snake waiting for me down there. See, look at all that insulation just falling down. Once again, those wires aren't doing anything. I mean, we're looking at right at the flooring. There's some more flooring right here. Just checking to see if they got some termites on it. This definitely got eaten up by termites. Yeah, they probably got to that glue, and they got all stoned on it and went back to the nest and couldn't find their way back or something. But no question about it, this is a combination of just moisture damage. But that's termite damage, man, for a fact. Been doing a lot of termite stuff in the past. I'm here to tell you, if you live anywhere in the South, man, anywhere in the South, you get pretty long springs and summers, you're gonna have termite problems. Look at this duck line. This Crawlspace is, man, I don't care how much money these people are going to drop on this house. I'd remove all this insulation. Get rid of it. I mean, what is it doing anyway? It's ductwork. Get that prep. I'll get a new moisture barrier. At this point, might as well get a encapsulation, because you're not getting any airflow down here. That's why you got all that mildew and fungus. So you're talking clean out the whole crawl space, rip out the insulation, dehumidifier, seal off the vents, or you can cut out some new vents, but with the already existing fungus, you are going to, all you need is the right amount of humidity. Look at this, I just needed a place to finish pouring the rest of this concrete. Look at the size of this footer. This is the only place. This is the only place they overkilled. Oh my God, because I am crawling over the world's largest footer. Hey Al, where do you want me to dump this concrete? Just go ahead and add it to that footer right there. You gotta be kidding me. We have some snakes around here that have some white markings. Sometimes I see those ties, and I think it's a snake crawling on down. Anyway, we made a full circle here. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments how much you think this is going to cost to fix this. What would you ask the seller? How much money would you ask the seller to drop this down? I'm not even talking about interior work. I'm talking about crawl space work only. Plus you got a termite problem there. Water enters into the crawl space. It's insulation shot. Gas lines all rusted. You tell me what kind of allowance you would want just for this crawl space alone. Crawl space encounters, this is what we encounter. Nasty crawl spaces that need work. I'll see you in the next one.